Hello, everyone. My name is Amanda Waldhart, and you are here with Amanda's Inspiration Station. Welcome to this week's Feature Friday. Today is November 1st. Crazy. Seriously, November 1st. That's crazy. So I live in Janesville, Wisconsin, and for some of you who know, Wisconsin's weather can be all over the place. And Tuesday was 80. Like that's crazy. Like 80. You know? It's like the end of October and it was 80. That was just nuts. So, yeah. So there's that. And it's really hard to believe that it's November 1st already because honestly, Christmas seriously is right around the corner. It is not going to be long. In a couple of weeks, you know, it's going to be Thanksgiving. Well, not really. I guess Thanksgiving is kind of late this year because what is it? It's the last Thursday of November, right? Let me look at a calendar. Yeah, because I think it's the 28th of November. Yes, it is. So, and really, there are 5 Fridays in November. So, yeah, it is kind of late this year. So, but still, it's going to go by fast. It always does. All right, I'm gonna stop talking about it and we're just gonna make Christmas cards because I've been making Christmas cards for weeks now, but I love making Christmas cards. It's one of my favorite things to do. So I'm not gonna complain about that at all. And I love Christmas because it's my favorite holiday. So I'm definitely not gonna complain about it. And I have a really super, super cute Christmas card that we are gonna make today. Let me just check the lighting real quick though, because last time, there we go. Last time I noticed one of my videos, I had like a glare and hopefully there's not a glare, but all right. So we are going to make this super cute Christmas card because I love this little penguin. He is so cute. And he comes from the Snowy Wonder bundle. And I say bundle because it is a stamp set and die set. And yes, there are dies for almost all these little pieces. So there's dies for the snowman, the tree, the penguin, the little mountain, the house, these trees, almost all these actually. So I'm really excited about that. We are also going to be using Country Corners. I'm using 2 of those dies. Oh, and we're using Greetings of Season die, which there's a lot of cool dies with that. And I have that right here behind me. So I just want to briefly share these dies with you because just in case you haven't seen them yet, these are very cool dies. So they are all meant to be tags because they do have the little holes at the top so that you can make them into tags. But if you don't want them to be tags, you just put a bow or, you know, ribbon or baker's twine. But look at all these shapes. I mean, I am a sucker for dies that are shapes. And these, I absolutely love these. Love, 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 love. These are amazing. And the stamp set, this is a bundle, so you save 10%. The stamp set that comes with it are all sayings. They're all holiday sayings. I absolutely love them. So this is a great set. And if it is not on your wish list, you might want to put this on your wish list. So we're using the oval today, but I have already used so many of these. I really enjoy this one. So very great stamp set and bundle. Save 10%. Save 10% on this one right now currently too. So there's that too. All right. So let's get started here. We're going to make this cute little guy. All right. So I have my pieces here. And we're going to start with our garden green base. And I have a cart right next to me. I got to move this. I'm so sorry. Hold on. It's like getting stuck with my chair wheel. Because we're going to do a little heat embossing. Because we're going to heat emboss the saying. All right, so I have my garden green. We have a few pieces here. So this was 5.5 by 8.5, and then I scored it at 4 1/4. And I'm going to use my bone folder to varnish it. And then I cut it at, let's see here, what did I cut it at? Sorry, I do these ahead of time and then I forget. What did I cut this at? I cut this at 1.5. So then I cut 1.5 inches off so that it just gives a little bit different look here. And I actually used that piece as part of my scrap over here because you're going to need it for the tree. Okay. Then for the inside piece, you need basic white. And this measures at 4 by 5 1/4. And I used the Designer Series paper, also the snowy part of this suite, but I don't think it's called Snowy Wonder, but it might be. But I used this from that suite. And this is 5 1/4 by 3/4. And I am going to adhere that right along the edge of the white. So that way when it shuts, it's like this. And then I have Pool Party here. This measures at 2.5 by 5.5. And we're going to place that right there. And then this is 2 1/4 by 5 1/4. And we're going to place that right there. So let's go ahead and just get that glued down. And we'll get the start of that. And then we'll do some stamping because we have lots of fun little stamping to do. And I did not originally stamp anything on the inside, but now that we have this, I kind of feel like I want to stamp something. So let's stamp a saying. So I have Season Greetings on the outside. So let's do, should I do May your holiday season be filled with warmth and cheerful celebration? Or should I do It's the most wonderful time of the year? I kind of like, well, I have one of them in here and one of them not. Probably because I'm using it for another card. So let's use It's the most wonderful time of the year, which I was going to do that one anyway. So we'll use that one. All right. So let's, you know what, let's do some stamping first. Let's do all of our stamping and then we'll put our card together. So I need my scrap. I need my inside. I am going to need this piece, which I'm going to explain to you what that is. I'm going to need that piece. I'm going to need that piece, and then these ones we're going to set aside for a while. All right, so actually, so that I can line up my stamp on the center here, I'm not going to adhere this yet, just in case I do mess up my stamping. I don't want this to be glued down, but I am going to just lay it over here so I have an idea. Now, I have my saying over here in white, but I'm not going to stamp this in, obviously, white because it's white on white. So I think I'm going to have it in green. I'm going to have the saying in green. So let's go ahead and I'm going to stamp the inside in green. But this way I have an idea of what the center is. There. So that's what it will look like on the inside. Now let's see. Should I see if I can go ahead and do it on this one without messing it up? Because now I like that on the inside. Oh, good. Woof. There we go. Yeah, that looks much better. I like that. We gotta have a same. All right, so there's that. All right, moving on. So we'll do Heat and Boss last. Okay, so we need to stamp, since I have the green out, we need to stamp a tree. So we're gonna stamp in Garden Green and on Garden Green the tree. So I'm gonna set that aside. And then we also need to stamp the penguin. And this is what I have my little scrap piece of white for. And I'm going to bring I meant to bring this over earlier. So we don't need the garden green anymore. I can put that away. So let's get out my Memento. I'm using the Memento and not StazOn because I am going to use blends. And since they are alcohol-based markers, you are going to want to use the Memento so that it does not bleed, because we are going to color in his nose and his little feet. And then we're going to also stamp a candy cane. And we're going to do that in real red. And then before we die cut, we're going to color this in. So I'm going to get, seriously, I have done this like 3 times today, where I keep pulling this and it's like, there we go. It's like mine's, oh, there we go. It's like a brand new marker and it's very, very strong. All right, there we go. We're gonna color in every other stripe. And then, oh, geez. I think I'm exaggerating. I don't know, maybe not. And then we're gonna color in his little feet. There we go. And so we're gonna die cut these. So I do have my machine right over here. So I'm gonna bring that right here. And I do have some tape here. I have my dies right here. I want to use, Post-it tape is what I generally use. I also have, I go back and forth between Post-it tape, and that's what I have right now. I know that I also have Scotch low tack artisan tape. Both I get on Amazon. Sometimes it just depends on what the deal is. Usually I buy Post-it tape. I used to use washi tape. My thing with washi tape is, because we all have lots of washi tape. All right, I don't know what happened to my green. Oh, there's my tree. Here's my thing with washi tape. I'm like, oh, I have tons of washi tape. I'd be more than happy to use my washi tape. But it got to the point where I don't know if it's because my washi tape is older, but it was starting to actually rip my cardstock. And so I would stamp these images and then I would run it through and then I would go to pull it off and it would rip my cardstock. And so I didn't like that. So I don't know if it was maybe too strong because this is more of a low tack tape. So I didn't want to ruin my projects anymore. So I stopped using the washi tape. So, and you can use this tape a couple of times before it gets gross and you can't use it anymore. Okay, I did kind of not line him up very well. So I'm just going to kind of trim him a little bit. Sometimes they still get moved a little bit. There we go. And then we got the little candy cane. All right, so now I'm going to put these in my magnetic dish so that I don't lose them while I'm doing my video. All right, so over here, we're going to set these guys aside because we still have some stamping to do. And I'm going to bring back my piercing mat. All right, so now I want to do my snowflakes and my snow, and I'm using Pool Party. So I'm just going to kind of randomly put in a couple snowflakes. And then I have this little snow where I'm just going to kind of go between the snowflakes and then kind of kind of all the way down a little bit, like that. And then what I did when I was cutting these pieces is I actually cut an extra piece, and I cut it in half so that I had 2 of them, because I wanted to rip one, because I wanted to make it look like there was actual snow. So I'm actually going to rip it, and I'm just kind of ripping it all the way across. And I'm just going to glue it down. So I'm going to use my green glue. And then what I'm going to do, I'm doing it flat. I'm not using dimensionals or anything. I am doing it flat. But now I'm going to use my Wink of Stella. And I want to do this now so it gives it time to dry a little bit. I'm going to do my Wink of Stella. And I'm going to go over this entire piece. And I really don't want to be shy with my Wink of Stella, because I want that whole piece to look like that's the part of the snow. So I'm just going to kind of flick it. All right, so now I'm going to let that sit, and then we're going to go ahead and we're going to do, while that's drying, we're going to go ahead and we're going to do the season greetings with the Versamark and the embossing. And I do have my cart right off to the side of me here with all my little tools. So I have my embossing buddy here. I'm just going to gently rub over the Real Red cardstock, and I have my little tool thing here. So I'm going to open this up to get this ready. Open this up and move this over to the side here. All right. So I'm going to ink this up. And I'm not going to be shy with my powder, because I'm just going to flick it off. And then I'm going to take my reverse tweezers and I'm going to hold it like this. And then off to the side here, I have my gun. That doesn't sound right. We used to call it a heat gun, but obviously for obvious reasons, we no longer call it that. We call it a heat tool. So I am very sorry if I offended anybody. It is a heat tool. All right, so I am going to go ahead now and I'm going to turn this on. So it's going to get a little loud. And right now what it looks like is white chalk, like from a chalkboard. And you'll know when it's ready because it's going to turn bright white and it's almost going to look shiny. So it's going to kind of turn in front of your eyes. If you've never heat embossed before, I love the way it looks when it turns. I think it's so cool. See how the S is starting to turn, the seasons. I like how that looks. All right, so that looks good. All right, and then I'm going to bring that back. And then, before my cat jumps up here at any point and spills that, and he's all black, so trust me, he's had that in his fur before. Today he had a dimensional on the side of him. I'm like, I just shake my head because I know. I know. All right. Okay, so we have everything ready now. We should be able to go ahead and put all of our stuff together. So let's bring back all of our card pieces. All right, so let's start with the inside. So let me bring out my green glue here. Now we're gonna go ahead and glue down this Designer Series piece. And we're gonna line it right up to the edge of the white. Line that right up. And then I'm gonna flip it over. I'm gonna line that right up. And we're gonna place that right in the center here. There we go. All right. And then we're gonna go ahead and a little tiny little piece of, there we go. We're going to place this piece of Designer Series paper on the Pool Party cardstock. I would love to hear in the comments what your favorite Christmas bundle is from the catalog. Like, what was the one that was your must-have or is your must-have and is on your Christmas wish list? Mine was, I will be honest, mine was Reindeer Days. That was my favorite. Loved Reindeer Days. All right, so we're going to flip these over because we're going to pop these guys all up. But my second was the Snowy Wonder. That was my second. So I definitely loved the Snowy Wonder. Actually, there's quite a few of them. I liked, I can't think of the name of it. It had the animals where it had the moose and the, seriously, I just turned 50 last week, and I feel like ever since I turned 50, I can't remember anything. Although I couldn't remember anything before, so I guess I shouldn't say that, but I tell you. It had the moose and it had the polar bear. I thought that one was really cute too. All right, so I'm going to put the little tree there. That there, and then we're going to use a little glue dot to put the candy cane in the penguin's hand like that. And we're going to peel these off. All right. Place that right about there. And then we're going to flip this over because we're going to place this flat on the green one. And then we still need to do our baker's twine. And then we still need to attach this to our card. So how I'm going to attach this to our card is I want to make sure that I'm not putting any adhesive on here where I'm accidentally closing it. So I kind of have a trick to this. So first of all, we know that I want adhesive on this side. So I'm going to flip it over and I'm going to place dimensionals. And I'm going to go all the way down and do 4 of them like this. And then I'm going to kind of, I know I want this in the center. So I'm going to kind of put my finger right there. And then I know that I'm going to place, I did 4 in the back side. So now I'm going to do 4 right about there. So that way I know that when I place this down, I have 4 dimensionals behind here and I have 4 dimensionals right there. And I know that I don't have any dimensionals here. So I'm not going to be closing it shut, which is what I don't want to do. So it's kind of a little trick there. All right. I don't know why I'm having such an issue pulling these off today, but all right. So We're going to line this up. All right, so we still have to do our baker's twine bow. And I love baker's twine. I gotta be honest, if it's super soft like this, I think I like baker's twine more than most ribbons. And yes, I love ribbon, but I really do think I like baker's twine more. So I love to double my baker's twine up, but this time I didn't double it. I actually tripled it. Yep, you heard me. Triple. So I just kind of triple it. And then, well, here, maybe I'll show you. Okay. I have a video out, like one of my very first videos is just learning to do this with my ribbon, my bow maker. But so I'm doubling this up. Okay. But now because I'm tripling it, I'm going to fold it one more time. Because I want 3 pieces together, right? So here's my 3 pieces. And if you want to cut it right there, you could. So there's my 3 pieces. I'm going to wrap it around the back so that both pieces are in front. And I'm going to cross it. Now, the piece that's on the top, I am actually going to tuck underneath and bring it through the 2 pegs to the back. So now I have 1 piece in the back and I have 1 piece in the front. I'm going to now bring it through the pegs again, but only over top. So now I have both pieces in the front, and I'm going to literally just tie it now in a knot. And I'm going to pull very tight because I don't want it to come undone. And then here is where I just take the loops and I cut them because I don't want them to be loops. And then I'm going to just trim them up a little bit. And then I'm just going to pull it off. And then there I have a triple loop bow. So cute. And then I'm going to take my mini glue dots. And I'm going to place that over the little hole of the tag because I don't want it to be a tag. I just like the shape of it. And we're going to go like that. Now, when I first made the card, I was like, oh, this tree needs to be decorated. This is a Christmas tree. So I love these adhesive back dots for days because, first of all, they actually come with garden green, which, oh, you can't really see that. But so you got garden green and you have pool party, you have, I don't remember all the colors. I think this is pool party, flirty flamingo, daffodil delight, and then garden green. So we are going to use all the colors but the garden green because you're putting it on garden green. So we're going to do, I like the flirty flamingo, the pink. So we're going to do that. We're going to do that. We got to decorate it with some little ornaments here. Oops, we got to get that off his hand. There we go. And then we need one more, so I like to do the pink because I like the pink one. There we go. There. And there's our Feature Friday Christmas card. How cute. I hope you guys liked this card. If you need any of these supplies, you can head on over to amandasinspirationstation.com. You can hit shop now. If you are not a YouTube subscriber of mine, please hit that subscribe button. I would appreciate that. I come on every Friday. And most importantly, this month I am doing a 3D sweet treat series. So every Monday I will come on at 4 p.m. Central Time here on YouTube to go over a video. Each Monday I will be doing a special sweet treat. If you are a email subscriber of mine, you will automatically get the project sheet. In fact, it's exclusive to email subscribers of mine. So you will get that sent to your email inbox on Sunday evening. However, everybody can watch the video, but you will get the project sheet with the measurements, and you will get the supply list and everything sent to you on Sunday evening. Plus, if you're an email subscriber of mine, you automatically get an instant download of inspiration calendar that I have. So that is a monthly calendar that I do. So by all means, hop on over there and subscribe to my email, and hopefully I'll see you on Monday. Hope you guys have a great weekend. I keep saying rest of your week, but duh, it's Friday. Thank goodness. You guys have a great weekend, and I'll see you Monday. Thanks for watching. Bye.